Hi, my name is Tman and welcome to my channel. I guess a bit of lore about how all of this started. It goes back a few years, during lockdown when COVID hit. Everything slowed down, we were all stuck at home, not much going on, just trying to pass time however we could, right? So I decided to start streaming on Twitch. Nothing serious. I wasn't good at games. Honestly, I was pretty terrible at most of them. But something interesting happened. People would come in to the stream and they'd stay. Not for the gameplay, definitely not for that. They stayed for the vibe. And over time, I kept hearing the same thing. Your voice is calming. This is easy to listen to. This is something they could fall asleep to. And at first, I didn't think much of it. But when you hear the same thing again and again and again, you start to notice a pattern. And even after I stopped streaming, the idea just stuck with me. And it kind of just sat there quietly. Every now and then I'd think maybe I should do something with it. Something like, this. Storytelling. Something slower, something you can just sink into at the end of the day. But yeah, life happens. Lockdown ended, I got into a new career, new routines, and new paths, and I kept putting it off. Days turned into months, and months into years, and it just stayed on my list. I even wrote it down on this little whiteboard next to my laptop at home. It's been sitting there for so long, I'm honestly not even sure if I can wipe the marker off anymore, so it just became one of those things you mean to do, but never quite start. Until recently, I met someone I hang out with pretty regularly, and one day we were talking about ghost stories, right? I was sharing some of my own experiences from when I was younger, and she mentioned that she listens to ghost stories to fall asleep. Then she said something simple. You should make one. So I did. I found an old recording equipment from when I was at university, because I did some sort of an interview thing, and the lecturer recommended me to get a recorder. So this is what I'm using, and it's an old technology, and I think it's been. I don't think they sell this model anymore. So yeah, nothing fancy. Just me, my voice, and a few stories from my childhood. And when I was done editing it, I sent it to her, not expecting much. But she told me she didn't even make it past 3 minutes. She was already asleep. And I don't know, something about that moment just clicked. Because the truth is, someone had said something similar before. I remember posting a video on my Instagram story once, and she told me that I sounded like a misunderstood a-hole turned hero and a love interest. If you're listening to this, yeah, you know who you are. But even after hearing things like that, I still never did anything with it, until now. I think this channel started from something really simple, just a small idea and a quiet nudge. A mix of people noticing something in me, and me finally deciding to listen. So this is where it all begins. A place where you can tell stories, help you slow down, maybe help you fall asleep, or just keep you company when things feel a little too quiet. If you are here right now, whether it's been a long day, or you just needed something to ease your mind, I'm really glad you found your way here. And if you happen to drift off somewhere along the way, then I guess it's doing exactly what it's meant to. So there you go. There's my lore of how everything began. And stay a while. And thank you for tuning in.